Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half here of this Australian Gridiron League final for the men's. Queensland Sun Devils taking on the New South Wales Wolfpack, and boy, has it been an extraordinary performance from the Sun Devils so far in this one. 28 points to the good at half-time, and have one hand on the trophy. Don't count the Wolfpack out of this one just yet. Thank you very much for joining us here on the Ascension Sports live stream here anywhere around the world, especially from Las Vegas. I heard there's a few LFL girls watching us internationally. Welcome. Queensland to kick off here. Special thanks to Hostworks and to our sponsors, South Pacific Pro Sports Supply. 5-star rated helmets from Riddle and Rawlings. Highest rated custom uniforms, teamwear and merchandise. So get on to them. Kickoff is along the ground, hard to pick up. Shoebridge ducks in and out, and he's brought down already. And Queensland coming out with a lot of intensity. As you'd expect, this defence has been very physical all game and has given absolutely nothing to the offence of the New South Wales Wolfpack. In terms of what they need to do, they just need to build some momentum. They really need to make sure that in this they can just keep their offense on the field and make sure that the Queensland defense is feeling the strain here. Dorney, hands off, flag thrown. Saf Cooney running straight into a blockade, and here come the Sun Devils making a statement very early here in this third quarter. For Chris Guscott, thank you very much for joining us here on the Ascension live stream. Just remember, if you miss any of this game, or you've missed any of the other games in both the Women's and the Men's Australian Gridiron League, be sure to tune into the Ascension Sports YouTube channel. They have absolutely everything on there, including highlights, interviews, and the full games. So that'll be a penalty on Queensland to start off the second half. So it's going to be first down and 5 now for the Wolfpack. Time no better than the present to get going here. They're lining up. Trips to the right-hand side. Dorney in the shotgun. Sits back. Flag's thrown. Puts it to the outside, and he is going nowhere. Queensland once again putting everybody in on those tackles. Shoebridge on the reception there. It could be waved off, however. We'll have to see what the flag's on. And another penalty on the Sun Devils. And the Wolfpack moving sheerly on penalty yards alone. Queensland in their second game against the Western Australian Raiders had 167 penalty yards against them. It almost cost them the match. They've got a handy lead at the moment. They certainly cannot get into the habit of being ill-disciplined at this stage, because the Wolfpack will be very quick to take their opportunities. Dorney hands it off the middle to Saf Cooney. He's going nowhere. 1 or 2 yards on the plate. Damien Malloy calling for the ball to go the other way, but a little bit of confusion out in the middle following that play. You think that it's beyond reasonable doubt they're just going to have to keep it with the Wolfpack. It's going to be second down and 8 now. Here as we start the third quarter of this Australian Gridiron League final between the New South Wales Wolfpack and the Queensland Sun Devils. 2 receivers to the left-hand side, moving Watson in motion now. Hands it off down the middle, pierces through the cap. Oh, and a big helmet-to-helmet hit. And Saf Cooney's helmet's off. And boy, oh boy, are they hitting with some intensity today. Terrific run from Saf Cooney, got some good block from his offensive line. And he did well to get into the secondary, but a big hit. Number 15, Calvin Young, who's been making a few good plays in this one so far, makes a big hit. Saf Cooney has to come off, of course, because the helmet was off. Trips to the right-hand side now as they continue to move forward. It's first down and 10. Drops back, quick pass down the middle and makes a great play, but that's a wonderful piece of defense. Number 55, Joel Keep, putting the power behind his legs and making a dominant tackle. And every single time it seems the Wolfpack have the ball, they're just always under pressure. It never seems as if there's an open gap for Wolfpack anywhere. Big credit to the defensive coordinator for the Queensland Sun Devils for helping him out with that. Trips to the left-hand side now. Hands off down the middle to Watson. And he gets legged. Once again, Joel Keep coming up big. And it's going to now be 3rd down and short. Opens up the playbook for the Wolfpack. Just trying to build some offensive momentum, and it's good that they're working through this set of downs. It's not necessarily a bad thing if you have to go to 3rd down on a few possessions, because it means that you're still keeping the offense on the field, you're getting a rhythm, and you're keeping that defense on the field and getting them tired. Trips to the left-hand side. Dorney in the shotgun. Hands it off down the middle. Watson makes a good run. Eventually brought down, but he will go for the 1st down. And the chains will move again. 2 first downs. First one from penalties. The second one with good offensive production from the Wolfpack already. And they're looking to hurry it up again. This is where the Wolfpack really revel. 2 receivers to the left-hand side. 2 backs. Trying for the hard count. Doesn't get it. Watson getting called back in. Dorney calling the shots here. Trips to the right-hand side now. Hands off down the middle. Safkuni breaks one. He gets hit low at the legs, and another big hit. Looks like the ball's come out. They're calling for it. Scrum formed down the middle, and Safkuni's looked good early in the early stages, and they're going to claim it. The Sun Devils cause the fumble. Boy, and just as the Wolfpack looked as if they were starting to build some offensive momentum, the Queensland Sun Devils force a fumble. They did so on the first drive of the first half against Grant McNaughton after he took a slant pass down the middle. And now Mason Safkuni, who was looking good, finding some space because the offensive line was doing well to create the gaps for him. He gets hit hard, and the ball will come out, and the Sun Devils recover. And this defense should receive as much credit as the offense has today for being rock solid. And now the Sun Devils will look to capitalise on the turnover. 2 receivers to the left-hand side. Stegman under centre. Hands off down the middle to Holiday Miller. Breaks through. He's got room to move. Runs into his blocker. Gets to the outside. Getting chased down. And a terrific run. In excess of 25 yards. Unbelievable play from Holiday Miller. Went straight through the middle of the line. Gets great blocking. And even though he had a slight hiccup there with the blocker on the outside, his receiver able to get some very decent yards. And already here come the Sun Devils. And that will be a timeout. And boy, this has been a frantic start. The Wolfpack calling their first talk. Boy, oh boy, have we seen an exhibition here from the Sun Devils today. Their defense has matched their offensive efficiency today. And the Wolfpack surely could not have expected to be this far down at this stage. They've been very competitive in every game they've played. And by competitive, we mean they've really comfortably won their first 2 games of their campaign to book a spot here. The Sun Devils, however, have come out and have done a terrific job at neutralising Kiernan Dorney and also creating a terrific offensive rhythm to keep the Wolfpack defence on the field. And they look a little bit disjointed at the moment. Obviously, plenty of time to recover, however, and considering that Queensland scored 4 touchdowns in the first half, there's definitely nothing to say the Wolfpack can't do the same. They just need to build some offensive momentum, and they simply need to hold on to the ball. Ball security's been a bit of a problem at the moment. 1st down and 10 now. Wolfpack looking to bring the pressure on the line. Toss play to the outside. New man in. He cuts through the middle. Gets good blocking. And again, that's that 5, 6, 7 yard play on 1st down that continuously keeps them on the field. And because it sets up a 2nd down and short situation, Wolfpack really have to be versatile in what they put out on their defensive call. And it's been a terrific performance from them so far. Cornelius Bota, who ran in a 2-point conversion earlier, with the run, 8 yards. Didn't hear that. 2nd down and 2 now. 1 receiver either side. Moving Chris Ravlich in motion. Fakes the handoff down the middle. Stegman under pressure. Throws to the outside. Finds Ravlich. 1st down. And boy, we talked about it before we went to the halftime break. How good has Jared Stegman been so far? His stats have been out of this world at halftime. He had two uncompleted passes. He was 8 from 10 with 139 yards and 2 touchdowns. He looks to continue that on in the second half. He has been outstanding. He's run the offense a lot better than those stats suggest, crazily enough, because he's been doing a very good job at recognizing when he needs to run, when he needs to check down, and when he needs to throw long. He has been running this offense with supreme efficiency today. Wolfpack bringing 6 in the box. Stegman under center. 2 receivers to the right-hand side. Cole Balpit in motion. The toss is done well. Looks like he's been horse-collared. Big tackle. George Manakeke. Looks like he got... That's a pretty brutal tackle to be grabbed by either the face mask or what looked like the back of his Guernsey and pulled him down at the neck. And right now the Wolfpack just looking like nothing's going their way. And that is definitely a penalty on the Wolfpack. And they will keep the chains moving for the Sun Devils. And now, right on the 10-yard line. So first down and goal for the Sun Devils. Lining up split backs, or what's called a pro set. 1 receiver either side. Stegman under center. Wolfpack looking to bring the blitz. Flags down everywhere. Someone jumped. Certainly would not be a good call for the Wolfpack. They are already now in a tough position with their backs against the wall. Can't afford another score, especially with this scoreline and especially this stage in the final. The call will be on the Sun Devils, and that'll be still first down and goal technically, but it will be first down and 15 for them to keep it. The chains moving, and obviously that would be to score a touchdown. 2 backs in the backfield. Wolfpack continuing looking to bring pressure here on Stegman. Fakes the handoff, gets to the outside speed option, flicks it to Holiday Miller. He gets upended. Brilliant tackle there. Number 30, Nathan Thompson. Doing a very good job to get down low, take him out at the knees. Stops Holiday Miller from getting any further than the 6 yards that he got. It's second down and goal. And Holiday Miller needs just 6 yards to get 100 on the day. That is a terrific performance. And considering that we're only a few minutes in to the third quarter, he still has a lot of time left to rack up more stats. It's been a great performance from him. 2 receivers to the left-hand side. Stegman under center. Cover 1 for the Wolfpack. Stegman drops back, throws into the corner on the fade route. Oh my goodness, what a catch! Oh my word! Luke Edwards climbed the stepladder, somehow took it with one hand over his head. What an extraordinary play. Touchdown, Queensland. Oh my word. You could not have asked for tighter coverage, but what a take over his head. Luke Edwards is not a short guy, getting up there and making a terrific play. And now it is 34-0, and the Queensland Sun Devils can eye off that title at the moment. They've had 2 extraordinary catches for touchdowns. The first one, Chris Laveridge, making a terrific play. There'll be flags thrown on this one. But what an extraordinary play that was. That'll be a delay of game, so that will bump the 2-point conversion back a few yards. But not that it might matter for the Sun Devils at the moment. They've been all over this one, and extraordinary efforts like that are certainly what gets your team over the line. Mark Tribune at quarterback for the 2-point conversion. 2 backs in the backfield. Drops back, has time, throws down the middle, deflected well. And good work down the middle, number 24, Mitch Haney. Doing well to stick a hand out and break up the pass. It'll keep 2 points off the board for Queensland, but they already have 34 to their name. They lead by 34 as well. This has been an extraordinary final. Certainly one that I don't think anyone could have seen coming. The Wolfpack certainly have a lot of talent on this team, but just simply have not been able to get off the field on defence. And when they have gotten on the field, Queensland has had them covered. Keenan Dorney has been pressured in the pocket. When he has had time to throw, the secondary has been all over the receivers. And when he's tried to penetrate through the line to get some rushing yards, that physical defense which comes up and swarms on players with the ball has been all over them so far. And it just looks as if the Wolfpack, it's not their day today. They've been outclassed so far. Certainly not over yet, though. I wouldn't be surprised. Squibb kicks it down. That could bounce awkwardly for Shoebridge. He's forced to dive on it. Nervous moments, especially on those squib kicks, because they can go absolutely anywhere. In the end, Mark Shoebridge doing the right thing and diving on the ball to make sure he didn't cough the ball up there. It means, though, that the Wolfpack are going to have to go majority of the field, 83 yards for their first score. Certainly have plenty of talent. And on that last drive, we're looking a lot better. Mason Safkuni was doing a really good job at penetrating the line, getting into space. He just took a few big hits, and the ball came out. Two receivers either side. Spread set. Safkuni, as we mentioned, in the backfield. Dave Ward coming in for Keenan Dorney. Hands off to Safkuni down the middle. Has space. Gets to the outside. Look at the speed on him. Breaks one. Gets to the outside. And that's more like the Safkuni we've come to know. Doing very well to get outside. And once he's outside, he has got the speed to beat any linebacker in the entire league. He's one of the premier running backs. And he showed it on that play. That's a first down. This is a good start for the Wolfpack here on this drive. Two receivers out to the left-hand side. Ward out in the shotgun. He's got Safkuni next to him, moving Watson in. Fakes it. And that's a bad pass over the top and intercepted. And he's going to run it back. Gets a lot of yards on that play. Bert Harris taking the easiest of interception. Very sloppy and lazy pass from David Ward. On the play action, fake to hand it off to Alex Watson. Didn't put his body behind the ball. Almost just kind of rolled his arm over nonchalantly. And the ball will fall straight to Bert Harris. He will not get a bigger gift in this game. And just when you think the Wolfpack, they continue to give the ball away when they need to build the drives. That's their third turnover of the day. And the Sun Devils now within their red zone again, looking to add more points to their account. Can you believe it? Two receivers on the left-hand side. Malloy in for quarterback, hands it off to Holiday Miller. Bounces out to the outside, shows some terrific speed. And for the situation he was in, did very well to get the 2 or 3 yards that he will be given on that play. Well done from the Wolfpack. Shut down the inside of that run, clogged up the line, and there will be flags thrown. Umpires meeting in the middle here for a late flag, and it's called right in the secondary for New South Wales Wolfpack. Things might be just starting to fall apart at the seams here for their championship hopes. Was going to be unsportsmanlike. And they just continue to move forward, and the Wolfpack really losing their bearings here in the third quarter. It's now going to be first down and goal on the 8 for the Sun Devils, looking to add even more points to their account at the moment. They've been nothing short of impressive in this one. Stegman under center. Wolfpack trying to stack the box here. Oh, and he's almost looked like he got through and kind of did. The pressure that was immediately brought, very impressive from the Wolfpack, simply moved through the offensive line like it wasn't there. And that's the sort of thing we come to expect from this Wolfpack line on both sides. Very physical and very dominating, but that time, really well done there from Cornelius Bolter to kind of duck through one line of players and then fight his way through another to essentially only really get 1 or 2 yards on the play. 34-0 the score here. Tim Clulo hobbling off without any assistance, though, so that's good news. He's going to maybe spend a play or two on the sidelines. Hope to see him back shortly for the Wolfpack. 2 receivers on the right-hand side. Stegman under centre. 2nd down and goal. Drops back. Has time. A Kamamoy hit hard behind the play. Stegman throws into the corner. Dropped. And Mitch Best can't hold on to it. But there will be flags down. And that's going to be on the Queensland Sun Devils, that penalty. And that's going to push them back and make this 2nd down and goal situation a little more difficult. Great block on the outside there. A Kamamoy was coming hard for Stegman. And it's that sort of effort that's seen the Sun Devils get to the lead that they are at the moment. Unfortunately for Mitch Best, couldn't hang on to it. So that'll be holding. Queensland well back now. That's 2nd down and goal, which is essentially a 2nd down and very long. They have 17 yards to do it. Certainly has not proved beyond them in this game, though, however. 3 receivers to the right-hand side. That's trips. Stegman in the shotgun. 4 on the line for the Wolfpack. Drops back. Has time in the pocket. Throws one right down the middle, but it looks like it was in between his 2 receivers or right behind Mitch Best. It'll bring up 3rd down now for the Sun Devils. Third down now and 17 essentially. 3rd down and goal. 2 receivers either side. Spread set. Stegman back in the back. Sitting back. Has time in the pocket. Throws down the middle and he's going to overshoot his receiver. Number 25, Josh Kent. And that will bring up a 4th down. It's interesting to see what they're going to do here. Bert Harris has proved very effective on the kickoffs. And also for the extra point attempts. It's interesting to see if they go for a field goal here. But at this stage of the game, you lead by a lot. You might as well try to add to your total. Umpires stepping in to stop this one. Because Queensland have called a timeout. It's 34-0 here on the Ascension Sports live stream. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Chris Guscott. And at the moment, the Queensland Sun Devils have one hand on the AGL trophy. They have been nothing short of dominating in this one. The Wolfpack simply has not been their day, and they have been outclassed in a lot of different ways in this one. Special thanks to Hostworks for helping us out with the live stream. It's been great to have them along for the entirety of the AGL campaign. Remember, if you have missed any of the games or you want to watch highlights, interviews from any of the matches that have happened in this entire campaign for men and women, go to the Ascension Sports TV YouTube page. Everything is there. Certainly keep you preoccupied when you wait for majority of the seasons to go back in around October. Fourth down and 17, or 4th down and goal. Stegman lining up in the shotgun. He's got Holiday Miller next to him. He's got 2 receivers out to the right-hand side. Sits back, has time in the pocket, steps up, lobs one in. Not a good throw, and that's intercepted. Well done, and he gets brought down eventually near the 15-yard line. And that is one of the only faults you could find with Stegman today. Much like what David Ward did on his last possession, didn't look as if he put his whole body into that. Very unconvincing throw. And number 37, Chris Snagg, only willing to oblige, taking that interception. And New South Wales finally forcing a turnover and forcing the Queensland Sun Devils to come off the field without a score to their name. It's been very rare today. And it's been one of those things that you could shake your head at, because the efficiency that Queensland has worked at today has been absolutely phenomenal. Now let's see what New South Wales can do with this possession. Dorney back on the field here. 2 receivers either side. Spread set. Dorney moving Watson back in. Hands off down the middle to Saf Cooney. He's got room to move. Pearce is inside 1. Takes a hit and stands up. And that's a first down and change for Saf Cooney. He's starting to come into his own here. He's been impressive in this second half so far, although he did fumble on the first possession of the third quarter. He's done well with what he's been given, and he's starting to tear this Queensland run defense open. What we expected to see maybe earlier on in this contest. 2 receivers to the right-hand side. Dorney hands off down the middle. Saf Cooney had nowhere to go that time around. He'll get brought down for potentially a 2 to 3 yard gain. That's going to set up a second down and medium situation. 2nd down and 7. Once again, going that hurry-up offense. New South Wales preferring to keep the tempo at their sort of pace. Trips to the right-hand side. Dorney in the shotgun. Sits back. Has time in the pocket. Flushed out. Throws on the run. The pass is wide of his target, Mark Shoebridge. And that'll bring up 3rd down. And we haven't seen Dorney pass a lot outside the pocket today. He certainly had to move around a bit. Queensland has kind of fallen off the pace a little bit. You can see that they haven't really penetrated the pocket as much as they did in the first half. That's expected, though. They put in a lot of effort. It's certainly expected to get tiring there. Big play here for the Wolfpack. Spread set, 2 receivers either side. Dorney in the shotgun, sits back, has time, checks it down. Saf Cooney takes it, gets to the outside, cuts back in, 1st down. And really well done there from Saf Cooney. Had a few players to beat. And once again, he's proving the live wire of this offense as they continue to drive. They're getting near midfield now. And the Wolfpack's starting to build. Starting to control the tempo. Trips to the left-hand side. Queensland scrambling a bit on defense. Dorney, quick screen. Going to get to the outside. Did well to get past 1, but here comes the swarm. They're going to bring him down. Number 15, Minch Hunt, on the reception. And as it starts to get a little bit overcast here later in the afternoon, here at Runaway Bay, just outside the Gold Coast here for Queensland. It's been a great day so far. Hope you've enjoyed the live stream as much as we have here. Trips to the left-hand side. 2nd down and 5. Hands off again to Saf Cooney. Beats 1. He is starting to get into a groove. Gets to the outside. Pushed out of bounds. Saf Cooney is doing a terrific job here on this possession. And Queensland, after seemingly keeping him under control in the first half, are now struggling to keep him contained here. He's starting to drive them down the field. Wolfpack fans wondering where he might have been in the first half when they needed him. Trips to the left-hand side. Dorney. There's a flag on the play. This could be a free play. Dorney sends this one long down to the corner. Great coverage. And he barely had a centimetre to move. Number 21 there for the Queensland Sun Devils. Blaze Yates doing a terrific job. And it's going to be an offside on the defence, so suddenly things starting to go the Wolfpack's way here. Saf Cooney's been the catalyst to start this drive, and now Queensland have been under a lot of pressure. That hurry-off offense really makes it difficult. Defense, you've got to really adjust on the fly, and you've got to have good communication of your defensive unit to make sure that whenever they're running hurry-up offense, you know what you're doing. You've got to be confident. Trips left. Dorney hands it off the middle. Saf Cooney cuts inside this time. Not getting a lot of yards. However, that's not too much of a concern. It was 1st down and 5 for the Wolfpack. It'll be 2nd down and short. And they're going to keep it moving. Trips to the right-hand side now. Dorney continuing line up in the shotgun. Preferring to give himself some room here. Making some plays with his linemen. Fakes the handoff down the middle. Good pass drops. And that really sums up the Wolfpack's day. Dorney did a really good job there to step up in the pocket and make sure that pass was on time. Anthony Chong unfortunately couldn't hold on to it. He's had an up and down day. Had a few good plays. He got hit very hard in the second quarter and has also just come away with a few plays that have been left to be desired. But you could say that for a lot of the Wolfpack players in this one. 2 receivers to the right-hand side. Dorney hands it off, and he's shut down. And there's a flag for a late hit, it looks like. That looks like that's going to be on number 26, Isaac Summerfield. He came in late on the hit. Just looked unnecessary, especially when Mason Safkuni got shut down. This will be a big blow for Queensland because they have really been struggling on this drive to contain them, and now they finally get a stop. And even though you're 34 points to the good, you do not want to get complacent because anything can happen. We've seen crazier things happen. And believe me, especially in a final, the Wolfpack will not be lying down. And that will be a first down on yardage because of the penalty. Now the Wolfpack, the best chance all day for them to score. Trips left. Safkuni in the backfield, always dangerous. Dorney scrolls out, throws wide, and it's just away from his receiver, Shoebridge. And a good scrambling pass on the run there. It looked as if he was under pressure already from the Queensland defensive line. He's unable to connect. Second down now. And the Wolfpack trying to keep the pace. The Sun Devils so far have struggled in this second half against this hurry-up offense. Dorney back in the shotgun. He's done well to avert pressure, Dorney, but he's had a lot come his way today. Fakes it, passes down the middle. Watson can't hold on because that's good coverage. This time Andy Young on the play. He's made a good couple of breakups there in the secondary to make sure that Kiernan Dorney's passes do not hit its targets. And boy, this secondary has really played well today. You can really only name one time where Kiernan Dorney has been able to get good production on a passing play. The corners have done well to shut down the receivers, and the linebackers and the safeties have done well to rotate round and make sure the passes are not going to cost them. Spread set. Dorney throws it down the middle, and it's going to be a flag. Looks as if that could be defensive pass interference. Isaac Summerfield again in the thick of it. Dorney, the throw was a little bit undercooked and fell short. It would have been a shoestring catch. I have to wait to see what the call is here, but another penalty would really hurt the Sun Devils here. Another penalty against the Queensland Sun Devils. And the Wolfpack are now in a first and goal situation. This is their best opportunity all day, like I've said, to score. They've really struggled against this defense. This might be the best chance they get. And the umpires jumping in. It'll be a timeout called from the Queensland Sun Devils. And they're in a tough spot at the moment. They need to hold firm if they want to keep this shutout here in the third. It's 34-0 in favour of Queensland. And while we have the chance to thank both of our sponsors, Hostworks, for helping us out with the live stream for the entirety of the AGL campaign. They've been fantastic. Thank you very much for them. South Pacific Pro Sports Supply have also been with us for this game. They have 5-star rated helmets from Riddle and Rawlings. They've got an all-new helmet coming in September, so make sure that you are there for that shop for that. Highest quality custom uniforms, teamwear and merchandise, as well as training equipment used by more major colleges and pro teams than any other brand. So obviously, that's all the reasoning you need to get down there. So special thanks to them for sponsoring us today. And now it's first down and goal for the Wolfpack. First down and goal now. Dorney in an empty backfield. Trips to the right-hand side, 5 receiver set. Dorney quickly checks it down. Gets it down to Anthony Tiong. It looks like that's a terrific tackle to stop him. Malloy has been making some interesting plays all game. He's had a few penalties go against him, but he has been very active on that defensive front, and that's the sort of thing that you're looking for. Making sure that your defenders, especially if you want to play a very energetic and very enigmatic sort of defense that he is going to be leading it. He's done well so far. A good tackle to take him out of bounds. But that sets up a second down and goal situation. Very short situation here for the Wolfpack to convert on. Can they score their first points of the game? 2 backs in the backfield for Dorney. 1 receiver either side. Dorney hands it off the middle and is shut down. Francois Rossellet making a terrific play on the outside. They got unbelievable penetration on that play. Expected a run down the middle, and there's not much the offensive line can do about that. And now it's third down and goal, and the Wolfpack here with their best opportunity and now going to have to really work for it here. And if the Queensland Sun Devils can hold this goal line set here, this will surely be the feather in the cap of what have been an unbelievable game so far from them. Dorney in the shotgun, moving Shoebridge back inside. Tosses it off to him. He'll get into the corner, shut down. And great defensive play there. And an unbelievable play to take the tackle out of bounds, and it's going to be fourth down and goal now. And Dorney, hands on hips, he can't believe it. It was a well-designed play, and Shoebridge got to the outside, but the linebackers and the secondary being able to come down and shut down the run, especially the players trying to get to the outside of the numbers, made sure that they contained him well. And it looks as if timeout on the play. When we come back, it's going to be fourth down and goal for the Wolfpack. Fourth down and goal now following the timeout. Dorney in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers either side of him. Quick pass down the middle. Great take. Touchdown, Grant McNaughton. He's a very difficult receiver to take because very tall, very quick. And that'll be a simple consolation prize at the moment for New South Wales. They finally opened the scoring for themselves. They still trail by 28, however. They'll be looking to add to their total. Got to toss it to the outside. There's a flag down. Anthony Tiong's going nowhere around the outside. Shut down. And boy, did Queensland read that play well. Tried to make a run all the way around the other side of the field. Ended up running 50 yards. They got brought down. The flag is going to be on the play. We're not sure what the call is, but looks as if there's an injured player on the field here following that one. Looks like this time it's a Queensland Sun Devil player. Obviously, like we say all the time, and definitely do not want to see any players injured in the Australian Gridiron League. Like to see him up and running on very soon. The Wolfpack finally opened the scoring for themselves. They're now 6-34 down here in this final. It's been all Queensland in this one, and there have been so many stars that have led the Sun Devils to where they are at the moment with one hand on the Australian Gridiron League trophy. And they're backing up the performance by their female team. The Queensland Sun Devils women's side winning 14-6 against the ACT Monarchs last week in Waco in Queensland. And it looks as if the Sun Devils might be able to make it a two-peat for the Queensland sides to take home national honours. Looks as if this is a relatively serious injury on the play. Hope he'll get up soon. He's going to be helped off the field. Number 6, Damien Malloy. He's really been a catalyst for a lot of the energy that's happened in this game. Has been nothing short of physical and energetic. Looks like this is a big hit, though, to keep someone like him down. So it looks as if this player's going to get called back for a penalty. So now Dorney in the shotgun. Two receivers either side here. Handles the snap after initial fumble. Dorney doing a little bit of Johnny Manziel. He's run into trouble. Throws into the end zone. What a play. What a play. And Shoebridge is going to take that. Absolutely just under pressure from the word go. He scrambled out to his left and ended up running 10 yards backwards, threw over his shoulder, and Shoebridge went up and got it. And the Wolfpack now will add 2 points to their total. It will be 34-8 the scorecard here in the third quarter of the AGL match here. Sun's gone behind. Fairly heavy clouds here, but the weather has kept off for us here in the final. Here at Runaway Bay in Queensland. Looks like they're going to be onside kicking this one to try to gain possession back. This has to go further than 10 yards. And if the Wolfpack can regain it, they're back in business again to score, to try and score again. As for the Sun Devils, if they recover it, they're in good field position. This one up in the air. Joel keeps it under it, gets hit hard, but holds on to it. And the Queensland Sun Devils will resume their offensive attacking at around midfield here. They currently lead now by 26. They've had their lead cut a little bit. And you feel as if the Wolfpack have really held their own in this second half. It really was that first half that really destroyed the Wolfpack at the moment. Definitely still not out of it, however. It's still in the third quarter. Not a lot of time left in it, however. Two wide receivers to the left-hand side. Stegman under center with Holiday Miller in the backfield. Hands off down the middle, immediately hit. And that is a big-time defensive play. Comes streaming in to take Holiday Miller the second that he got the ball off the handoff. George Manakakai streaming in, big tackle, and Holiday Miller had no choice but to go down, and that's a loss of yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 12 now for the Queensland Sun Devils. And like I was saying before, the Wolfpack have come out with a renewed sense of energy after Queensland scored first here in the second half. Stegman under center, hands it off to Holiday Miller, cuts back inside, he's hit hard again, but again rolls with the punches, gets a few extra yards. Mitch Haney, the main contributor on the tackle there, and it's now going to be a 3rd down and medium situation, which is roughly 5 or 6 yards. This opens up the playbook, and the way that Queensland has been playing today, this shouldn't be any issue to them at all. They've been so precise and have executed so well today in these sorts of situations. The Wolfpack have certainly come back into this match. They've certainly made a lot of noise in terms of their defensive pressure in the second half. But that will bring up the end of the third quarter. 34-6 is the score at the moment, and Queensland, you feel, might be just 15 minutes away from raising the 2014 Australian Gridiron League trophy here for the men's. It's been an absolutely terrific game. It's been plenty of fun to watch, a lot of offense and a lot of big plays. I'm Chris Guscott on behalf of Ascension Sports. Thank you very much for joining me wherever you are around the world. It's been a pleasure to have you not only for this game, but for the entirety of the AGL campaign. Make sure if you've missed any of the games of this campaign or want to look at some highlights, some interviews, go to the Ascension Sports TV YouTube channel. They've got it all there. Two receivers to the left-hand side as we start the fourth quarter for the Sun Devils. Stegman under centre. Might expect they might go to the rushing attack a bit more in this quarter just to run the clock out and secure their win. Stegman drops back, however, passes, and the pass is to the wrong shoulder of Kyle Baupit. Did well to get a hand to it and bat it down. Played defender for a second there. And good defence then. John Tamani Valu doing well to make the hit after the play to make sure that Kyle Baupit was under a lot of pressure. Fourth down now, and it looks as if they will be punting away. Won't want to take any chances at the moment. Just want to put New South Wales as far back as possible and let their defence do the work. Because today it has certainly come up very well for them. Umpires intervening in this one. And that'll be a timeout on Queensland. It looks like that is their third and final timeout. So when we come back, it's going to be fourth down and 5 here for the Queensland Sun Devils. Two receivers to the left-hand side here as we come back from the timeout. Awesome. The punt is long downfield, taken well. Barges through one and then is solidly hit. And there's flags coming in. Queensland has been penalised a few times for late hits. They're a very, very confident team. You could almost say that's kind of an arrogant sort of defence. They're in your face, they're very brash. But they certainly get the job done, and you can't really argue with those sort of results at the moment. They've held a very potent Wolfpack offense to just 8 points. Let's see what the call is here on this play. That'll be a face mask on the Queensland Sun Devils. And so now that's going to give New South Wales a bit of a head start on their possession. First down and 10 now for the Wolfpack. You feel as if they are going to need to score on this drive if they want any chance in this match. Two receivers off to Ward's right-hand side. Hands it off down the middle. And he's not going to get many yards at all. Joel Keep has been terrific today for the Sun Devils on defence. He's done really well to be able to close down on the Wolfpack offence today. And the Sun Devils, as a defensive whole, have done so well to make sure this Wolfpack team has not got going. Trips to the right-hand side. Ward in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Under pressure in the pocket, and he is sacked. Number 13, Ezra Clayton, came streaming in on the outside. There's a flag down. This could really negate the good work they've been doing. Queensland have had a trouble with penalty yards in their last couple of games. And they've proven to be very ill-disciplined because of some of the personalities on that team. And that could negate the sack. That'd be very disappointing. A great play from Clayton to break around the offensive line. Ward had no time at all to move. And that is an unsportsmanlike on Queensland. Certainly just cannot afford to do that, especially when you put them in a third down and long situation. Certainly must just be one of those things where you've just got to accept that's what Queensland does in a way, but it's certainly not excusable. You need to remain disciplined even in these stages of the game. Ward in the shotgun. Hands it off, fumble. He's going to be able to jump on it, however. Lucky for the Wolfpack. Ball security has been an issue today. Number 25, Brad Mountford, unable to contain the snap. And it's going to be a 2-yard loss on the play. 2nd down and 12 coming up here. Two receivers out to the right-hand side. Two receivers to the left-hand side. Spread set. Mountford in the backfield with Ward in the shotgun. He drops back. Has to be flushed outside the pocket. Good long ball downfield. What an interception. Unbelievable play. And there's Bert Harris. He has been in live wire on every aspect here of this Queensland Sun Devils team. Unbelievable play. David Ward was under pressure consistently in that play. Had to dodge one player and was throwing in a very crowded pocket. The pass went down long. It was a little underthrown. It's very difficult to make those passes correctly a long way down the field. Bert Harris jumps in and takes a terrific interception. And now the Sun Devils back on offense here on the 23-yard line with a 26-point lead. One receiver either side, two backs in the backfield now as Stegman hands it off. Holiday Miller gets a few yards and bashes his way through. That'll be another 5 or 6 yards and sounding like a broken record, but this is a very industrialist offense. First down, they consistently manage to get the 5 and 6 yards on the play. It sets up a very manageable 2nd down set, and judging by the way that they've been working their offense today, they'll be able to convert on this 2nd down. The Wolfpack defense has done really well today in the second half to be able to contain them at this stage of the match, especially when they are down. 2nd down and 4 now. Wolfpack looking to bring a blitz. Handoff off the middle of the fullback. He's going nowhere, but barges his way through. Looks like that could be a first down, and yards after contact ability, especially with fullbacks, very important. Tim O'Donnell there with the carry. And even if it isn't a first down, it's going to be 3rd down and inches. But it is a first down as ruled by the officials on the field. And the chains continue to move here for the Sun Devils. 34-8 the score here in the 4th quarter of this match on Ascension Sports live stream. Two backs in the backfield. Stegman under centre. Wolfpack can cover one here. Stegman drops back, scrambles out, throws down the sideline, but the pass is going to be well short. Looking for Mitch Best downfield. Covered well, and the pass is not going to have enough on it. 2nd down and 10. And Stegman in this game has rarely been rattled through one interception, which was fairly uncharacteristic because he didn't look like he threw it with much conviction, didn't look very confident where he was throwing it. That could really be his only flaw for today. He's been terrific orchestrating this offense through 2 touchdowns in the first half and through another one in the 3rd quarter. He's been terrific so far. Stegman hands it off. Holiday passes down the middle. Heath Green, my apologies, is barging his way through. Gets through one. He's got room to move. He's got the speed. Gets pushed out of bounds. And he makes something out of nothing there. Heath Green has been terrific today. Has 2 first-half touchdowns. And now he goes a long way to put the Sun Devils now within reach of another score. And he broke the tackles there. And the second he was in open grass, did a terrific job to burst away from the defenders. Only getting brought down in the last line of defense, and they are right on the edge of their red zone. Stegman under centre. One receiver either side. He's got one in the backfield. Hands it off, fakes it to Heath Green. Stegman rolls himself. He's got the blocking. He's going to run in. Falls short. And did very well to wheel away there. Had pressure coming, able to get good blocking from his linemen and his wide receivers who were doing well to make sure that all of the secondary downfield was getting tied up. It's going to be first down and goal now. Stegman under centre now, first down and goal. He's got two backs in the backfield. Looks like they've got the jump there. He's going to hand it off down the middle. And it looks like he's run it in. Touchdown. Sun Devils. There's a flag thrown, however. So we'll wait to see what that's on. Cornelius Bota looking to run that one in. And that is declined. Touchdown, Queensland. And they crack 40 points. And it looks as if this title match might just be in the bag. And a well-deserved victory too. Cornelius Bota doing very well there to go in behind his offensive line, which got great penetration. And now awaiting the extra point conversions here. Mark Tribe coming in under centre. He seems to be the two-point attempt quarterback for the Sun Devils. Hands it off the middle. Tim O'Donnell's going to barge his way through. That's a great conversion there. It's now 42-8 here for the Queensland Sun Devils. And it looks like they have all but wrapped this final up. And it looks like it's going to be a two-peat after the Queensland Sun Devils women's team won 14-6 against the ACT Monarchs a week ago. So just as a stat, the Queensland Sun Devils have been extremely effective on the ground today as a team, 263 rushing yards. Bert Harris with the squib kick. That's very difficult to take. Shoebridge did well though, however. Hands it off. Safkuni gets to the outside, breaks one, shows his speed, and gets pushed down just before the 30-yard line. And the Wolfpack are going to come back on the field here. An unbelievable stat there, and considering the Holiday Miller and Heath Green have done almost all the work. Stedman's contributed where needed. You could not have asked for a better performance here for the Queensland Sun Devils, who have come out and did what they needed to do today against the Wolfpack, who simply looked rattled after the Queensland Sun Devils time and time again used their offensive production to score touchdowns. Dave Ward in at quarterback. Keenan Dorney obviously taking a rest. Two receivers either side. Ward in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Throws it to the outside. Does well to get around two. And a big hit to take him out. Number 21, Max Nina on the reception. Did well to plant that inside foot and turn around. Get past his direct opponent. And that'll give them 7 to 8 yards here. They're going to continue the hurry up. Even with Ward at the helm, he's got Mountford in the backfield with him. Ward takes the snap. Another quick pass. It's going to be over the head of his receiver, Greg Evers. And that's going to bring up third down and a short now for the Wolfpack. And boy, it has been a very efficient performance. Not really too much more you can say about it, really. They have been head and shoulders above the Wolfpack today. Ward hands it off. And a good run, and he is hit hard. Got a small amount of room to move, but then was suddenly met by Ben Hartley. And it looks as if that will bring up 4th down. So the Sun Devils will be looking to get their offense back on the field for maybe another score. You just never know here. Try to crack the half century here in the final. 4th down and short, though. Ward in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers either side for him. Drops back, throws to the outside, and he will find his target. 1st down. And even though the open field tackling has been good for Queensland, this is good offensive production so far from the Wolfpack. Thomas Granger, haven't called his name today. He takes that one for the 1st down. David Ward looking to move things along here. Back in the shotgun again. Lining up 2 receivers to the left-hand side here. And 2 receivers to the right as well. Ward sits back. Throws in the pocket, long ball, and it's going to be over everyone's head. Bert Harris showing an impressive vertical, but he couldn't get to it. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10 now. And Ward in his previous games is coming in for the backup for Dorney. Has been impressive. Shows a very accurate arm when he needs to be. But today has been a little uncharacteristically off target today. The pressure of Queensland can be put to that. Spread set, 2 receivers either side. Ward back in the shotgun again, drops back, under pressure, pierces his way through the pocket, however, upended. And he came in at the legs, and Ward's escapade to get outside the pocket shut down very quickly. Number 21 for the Queensland Sun Devils, Blaze Yates, who made a good play on the end zone line to stop a deep pass, comes up to make a big hit. That's what you want. Your safeties to be able to do that sort of destructive damage to quarterbacks who try to run. Trips to the right-hand side. Ward, pump fakes, throws long, 2-on-1 downfield, and it's gone through the hands of Thomas Granger. That was a beautiful pass, and here we go, off the play in the backfield. The umpires stepping in. Looks as if there might have been a bit of push and shove and a few words said because there's a flag down on the play. Thomas Granger unable to hold on to a very good pass from Ward, who stepped up in the pocket and was confident that he had enough time. His offensive line giving the opportunity to send that one downfield, and despite the double coverage, almost had a big play. But the umpires saw something they didn't like in the backfield. We'll have to wait to see what it is. And that'll be a penalty on the Wolfpack, and believe me, that's the last thing that they wanted here. That's really going to put the icing on cake of what has been a fairly disappointing day for the Wolfpack, to say the least. Obviously coming in here with title hopes. And Queensland has come out and deservedly won this game, have outclassed them today. 2 receivers each side. Ward steps up in the pocket. Long pass, what a ball, and it's going to be taken this time downfield. Thomas Granger, terrific job to the move to the ball. There was triple coverage on him at one time, but Granger read the ball best, and David Ward, what a beautiful throw downfield. That will be a big 1st down. They are now on the edge of their red zone, and that's the sort of instant offense you can expect from the Wolfpack. Lining up, trips to the right-hand side. Ward hands it off down the middle, and he gets hit solidly. Certainly no lack of intensity here as this game goes on. Number 50, Ryan O'Sullivan. First time his name's been called as well, but that's a big hit nonetheless. 2nd down and 8 coming out. And the Wolfpack surely do not have a lot of time left on the clock here. We're looking to maybe add another score, but the umpires intervene, step in. Looks as if they might have some trouble with the turf. Luckily, that's come up now towards the end of the game and not near the start of it. But obviously, want to keep the players safe out there. 2nd down and 8 now. 2 receivers either side. Spread set. Ward sits back in the shotgun. Quick drop. Finds his man on the outside, and he's hit solidly. Tries to cut back. He doesn't have a chance in it. Good play there, Kent Nugent. Making the nice play on the catch. Able to hold on to that one. It's going to be 3rd down and 3. 3rd down and 4 sort of territory. And the Sun Devils have been impressive all day. Will be looking to finish on a bright note and hold them out here. Spread set. Ward out in the shotgun. Queensland putting 4 on the line. Ward looking downfield. Throws into the end zone. What a play. Tremendous rocket thrown by David Ward. Touchdown to the New South Wales Wolfpack. Thomas Granger doing very well there to get his hands on that pass. There was good coverage there from the secondary, but he did a very good job to hold on to that one because that was a hard pass. And New South Wales get another consolation scored. Well deserved as well. They've moved down the field well. David Ward proving have a very accurate arm. He's definitely more of a pocket passer than his successor, Keenan Dorney. 2 receivers either side here. Spread set for the 2-point conversion. Ward back in the shotgun again. Sits back. He's under pressure. Throws down the middle and almost intercepted. Great defensive work there from Ryan O'Sullivan. Regardless, breaks up the 2-point conversion. And that will make it 42-14 here at Runaway Bay Sports Complex here, just outside Gold Coast here in Queensland. Thank you very much for joining us. Not a lot of time left here in this Men's Australian Gridiron League final. It has been the Queensland Sun Devils who have been dominant for most of this match. The second half, if you want to go by points, has been basically even. It's been 14-all in this second half. It was a damaging 28-0 first half from the Queensland Sun Devils, which really put this game almost out of reach for the Wolfpack. And a few problems with ball security and turnovers has cost them in this one. But well-deserved effort here from the Queensland Sun Devils, whose offense has been terrific and their defense has been miserly. Wolfpack certainly not giving up, though. They've done very well here in this second half to build offensive rhythm. Wolfpack fans might be wondering, though, where that was in the first half when they needed it, because the gap looks almost insurmountable now with just over 5 minutes left. We are back underway, promising the Thomas Granger touchdown. Short kick taken by the fullback. And the Sun Devils handle it well. Tim O'Donnell making sure that one didn't fumble out, and the Sun Devils will have good field position coming into their next attack here, live on Ascension Sports. First down now for the Sun Devils. Mark Tribe coming in to replace Stegman. Stegman definitely deserves a break after the game that he's had today. Tribe under centre, tosses it outside. Holiday Miller showing some speed, gets to the outside. Big blocking from the receiving. The receiving core doing a terrific job to make sure the linebackers didn't get to him before he hit the seam. And that's a first down. Holiday Miller has been absolutely everywhere today in this one. And coming off for a well-deserved rest here at this stage of the match. Past midfield now for the Sun Devils. Mark Tribe under centre. Split backs. Hands off. Heath Green bounces to the outside. Good defensive coverage, though. They were able to make sure he didn't get too far this time around, because Heath Green has certainly proven to be a very destructive factor here for the Sun Devils in this one. He has 2 touchdowns. And the Sun Devils continuing to pull their drive here as the lights come on and look to illuminate the field here, as the sun is well and truly gone now. An overcast day with plenty of threatening clouds, but it's held off just nicely here for this Australian Gridiron League final. 2 backs in the backfield now for Mark Tribe. Toss play to the outside. Flags are down, so this play could potentially knock out. Boater doing well to stay on his feet. And gets a lot of yards after contact, doing very well. He's been a prominent part of that rushing offense here in the second half. Built like a fullback, but runs like a running back. They're definitely hard to bring down, those sorts of players. Wait to see what the call is on the play. But we have a player down, however. Adam Bolton limping off here with the help of the trainers. Obviously not good to see any injuries. We hope he's back on the field extremely quickly here for the last few minutes of what looks like the Queensland Sun Devils AGL victory here in the final. It looks like they'll be keeping the trophy here in Queensland. Second down and 7 to come. Penalty here, though. Wait to see what the call is. And that one's going to come back against the Sun Devils. So now it's going to be a second down and 10 situation almost. Second down and 11 here for the Sun Devils here, as they'll be looking to ice the clock here on their title victory. Two backs in the backfield. Mark Tribe hands it up to the middle to the fullback, and he looks to barge his way through. Good open field tackling there. And although he certainly was congested in the middle, he did well to bring him down by himself. Doesn't look like a very big guy, but he certainly packs a punch, number 52, John Tamanavalu. He's going to make the tackle to make it third down and 8 here for the Queensland Sun Devils.
You have green ticket A32. Green ticket A32.
Despite the big lead, they lead by 28, but they have over 100 yards of penalties. And it's been a common theme with their offense and their defenses as well. Hands off the middle, and O'Donnell's going to get brought down. Good defense there once again from John Tamanivalu. And that's going to bring up fourth down and 4 coming up here. And as the clock continues to run out here, and the Wolfpack will head home after a good campaign, just could not keep up with the class and the physicality of this Queensland Sun Devils side, which has looked every bit national champions in this game. Umpires continuing to jump in and interfere with this one. And that'll be a 2-minute warning. So the Queensland Sun Devils just 2 minutes away from being crowned the 2014 Australian Gridiron League champions here. Fourth down now. Let's see if they can convert it. Mark Tribe under centre. He's got Holiday Miller in the backfield. Drops back under pressure. Throws a bullet to the outside. And it is taken. And he's going to get pulled out of bounds. That's a first down. Luke Edwards doing well to take that one. Turn to the outside. And get a few good yards there. It keeps the chains moving. Although it does stop the clock, which will be minor consolation for the New South Wales Wolfpack at this stage of the game. And it looks like there will be a timeout called on the play. We'll be back shortly. Just a quick start as we come back here. 452 yards of total offense for the Sun Devils today. They have been dominant, and you can see it in those 42 points on the board. First down and 10 now. Two backs in the backfield, moving O'Donnell around a bit. Tribe tosses it out. Holiday Miller cuts back in. He's played exceptionally well today. The Wolfback doing a good job to close him down. But today, Holiday Miller has been absolutely tremendous for them and has given Stegman that second option. You don't see Stegman on the field at the moment. Actually, you do. He's come on for this play. But Stegman and this offense has been absolutely brilliant today. And that is giving real credit to the New South Wales Wolfpack, who are a very talented side. It's just the Sun Devils have come out and really made a statement on the national stage here that they are going to be a team to beat in years to come as well. So Stegman's back on the field. And it looks like he might take the victory formation here. And the lights have been turned out here. And it looks as if the crew at the ground think this one's over already. Just a comical end to what has been a very interesting game here of the Australian Gridiron League. We've still got one light on here in the corner, but apart from that, it looks as if everything else has just kind of been cut out. There's a meeting in the middle, and it looks as if the Queensland Sun Devils are going to celebrate the win here. And although they've got to meet with the coaches to see what is going on, that looks like it's it. 2014 Australian Gridiron League champions, the Queensland Sun Devils. A big congratulations to them with a convincing 42-14 win over the New South Wales Wolfpack here at Runaway Bay here in Queensland. What a terrific game that we'll witness to today. Thank you very much for joining us on Ascension Sports. My name is Chris Guscott. Special thanks to our sponsors, Hostworks, who have been with us for the entirety of the Australian Gridiron League campaign. Also to South Pacific Sports, they've done a terrific job sponsoring us today. To all the crew here at Ascension Sports who have been covering the AGL with you, special thanks to you guys who have stuck around and watched our broadcasts. Just remember, stick around on Ascension Sports. We've got a live stream coming up with the Canberra Brave taking on the Adelaide Adrenaline next, so stick around for that. Thank you very much for joining us. Chris Guscott on behalf of Ascension Sports. Goodbye for now.